Well, this is the day after Christmas. I am back at the ranch, and it's getting toward evening time. I've seen all of our little deer family already. I didn't take video earlier. There's Lucy, and there is Nina, and there is Jenny and Forrest. And there's my sweet little ranger. And who is missing? Jenny, Forrest. That's everybody. So everybody's here right now, so I guess I need to go fix them a plate. Had an interesting thing happen this morning, and I'm sure I'll be able to get it on video the next couple of days. I looked out the window, and guess who was on the porch? Mr. Whitey. Yes, that buck with the big white horns, antlers, was on the porch trying to get him something to eat. He's getting very brave and brazen. He wasn't after Lucy. He was after some food. Had to really kind of shoo him away so our baby deer and Miss Lucy could get something to eat. He was pretty brazen. He wasn't after anything or anybody but food. And I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get that on video. We had a wonderful Christmas, and certainly hope that you all did too. Speaking of which, here is Mr. Whitey as we speak. Let's see how brave he is. See if he'll come on up here with me standing outside. I think so. I don't think we really want this going on, so we're going to have to figure out some way to convince him that he shouldn't do this. But before I did that, I wanted to give you some video of him actually up here on the porch. And I don't think Lucy really likes him up here. And mister, you're a pretty thing, but I don't think I want you on the porch. I think you need to go learn to eat out around the feeder. And I don't think that Miss Lucy wants you up here either. Come on, Lucy. Come on, Lucy, it's okay. Come on, baby. Come on, Miss Lucy. It's all right. I can't believe I'm going to have to stand out here and stand guard over the... Hey, Lucy girl. Yeah, that's Lucy girl. It's amazing how you miss the little rascals when you're gone. And here he comes again. He thinks he wants another bite. I think I'm going to have to go out to the feeder and toss some corn and feed out on the ground so he'll eat out there. Go on, Mr. Big. Go on. Go on. You don't need to be in here. Go on. You too. See, I've been gone for a week, and they haven't been used to somebody being around after Apache feeds them. So I'm sure that they have been helping themselves to food after he leaves, when he comes and feeds them. I think he usually comes down twice a day and gives our little family some food, and I'm sure once he leaves and they feel like the coast is clear, that he just comes up and helps himself. It's amazing when you look at him and you see how small his face is and how large his antlers are. It'll be interesting to see what he looks like next year. He's an Iowa strain of deer, so he's got different genetics than our Oklahoma deer. You guys need a guard while you eat, don't you? I'm going to try to replace the collars here in the next day or two. I'm home by myself right now, so it's a little bit difficult to do. And when you're away from them for a day or two, they get used to not really being messed with too much. So they're a little shyer at first, and whenever you're with them all the time. Except for Lucy, she never gets shy. She's ready for her family anytime we show up. So, but the little ones, they're a little bit more timid. Ranger and Nina are just as precious as ever. And of course, Ranger's just still got his beautiful little face. Lucy decided to kind of clean him up a little bit. Says, hey, little boy, you kind of scraggly looking. I better clean you up. And Jenny is over here eating out of the feed bucket, which I left the lid off of in my hurry to get rid of Whitey. Sure don't want to leave that lid off. Leave it open for Whitey to come up here and gorge himself up on. He's standing right back here hoping I will leave the area.
We have some incredible zoomies going on. There's Whitey. TC is laying out there. They have decided that they live here too. They've decided that they want to be semi-wild, I guess. So there's Whitey with his big horns out there. And there goes the zoomies. And those two are just chasing each other everywhere. I think that's Forrest and Jenny. Not real sure. And TC's going to get up and wander off over there. They've been running in the woods. They just go by so fast. Now, oh, we got a bunch of them running now. Got a bunch of them running now. They can hear me talking. It's cold. It's 30 degrees out there, so. And it's raining lightly. There they go. Somebody's streaking by 100 miles an hour. That's a little Ranger right there. Little Ranger, he's been running like crazy. They're all running. Yeah, see somebody else coming by. Oh, they just do that for the fun of it. They're just playing. Nothing's chasing them. They're just having a great time. It's just like kids. Kids run and scream and holler. Deer, they do the same thing. They just don't scream and holler. But they're having fun running. Nina over there. I think that's Nina. I'm not sure. They're all getting so big. We just need different stuff on them, really. Now, they're running all out in the woods out there, too, but I just can't move around quick enough to catch them. They're moving so fast. And so I'm just in here looking around and trying to get them as they come by. It's very, 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 very fast. Crazy. I mean, crazy fast. Zoomies. We love the zoomies. I could watch them do the zoomies all day long. I don't ever get tired of it. When they start running, it's just spectacular. And there's Whitey, and there's somebody else been zooming up down there. I think that was Ranger and Nina took off running. There's Whitey. He's a pretty boy. That's his first horn, so he's going to be spectacular. If he didn't fall prey to a coyote or bobcat. He's going to be spectacular next year. He's pretty spectacular this year for his first horns. 18-month-old deer, 1-year-old deer, they call him. Year and a half, actually. Born May or June. We don't know exactly when. And I think the zoomies are about over for right now, looks like. I don't see anybody running by. Whitey, he's just going to go down and say hi to everybody. You kids are running around like crazy. So I remember when I did that when I was your age. Pretty spectacular watching the deer. It's cold, big storm coming in, lots of rain, snow in most of Oklahoma. We're supposed to just barely miss the snow and ice here. We'd like to have a little snow We do not need the ice. Ice is so destructive. Causes so much damage, so much power outages. Lots of ducks swimming around down there on the lake. A winter morning as we are about to end the infamous 2020. Well, this is a pretty special deal here as far as I'm concerned. That is really kind of a precious deal. That's Lucy and the twins. Now, the twins aren't hers. That's Forrest and Jenny. Forrest is named not after Forrest Wood, who started Ranger Boat Company. The triplets is Ranger and Nina, which is, since we already had a Forrest, we named one of them Ranger and one of them Nina, which is Forrest's beautiful wife. But that is Forrest and Jenny. Forrest had crippled legs when he was a baby, which is why his mama rejected him. And we named him after Forrest Gump. And Forrest Gump's girlfriend was Jenny. So now that's not Forrest's girlfriend. That's his twin sister. But isn't that precious? It's raining. It's rained about a ½ inch this morning. It's cold. The chill temperature's down around 30. And the deer are wet. But Lucy's been on the porch quite a bit. She's dried off. She's laying there, and her coat's all fluffed up, staying nice and warm. And Jenny and Forrest is laying right there beside her, and the triplets are off out somewhere. They may be out in the alfalfa pile. They've been sleeping in the alfalfa pile quite a bit, so they can sleep and eat the alfalfa whenever they want, which is pretty smart. But anyway, I don't care what anybody says. That's pretty precious.
Nina, what are you thinking about, girl? Are you trying to warm up? It's cold. It's not cold when you're running like this. She's panting like crazy. I can't get anybody to run with me. Where's Ranger? Can she get Ranger to run with you? Ranger's too lazy. I think I'm just gonna quit. Well, it is January 2021. We have devoted the last couple of weeks to looking back on the life of Lucy and the herd. And so we haven't used any current stuff in preparing those. And I have to thank Sherry for all of her hard work in preparing those videos. She did a fine job. And so now you're going to have to get back to my plain and simple videos that just show our little herd and their daily lives. It took a lot of work to put those together, and I really, really appreciate Sherry's help in those. All of our little family is down here by the edge of the water, grazing on the old dead Bermuda grass, but they seem happy. And here's Lucy. She's up here watching over the herd. I just saw, I guess it would be Jenny go over the hill and into the bushes over the other side of the trees. So they're all here and accounted for. They look very good. Some of the yard deer are looking kind of rough, but then I'm partial to these guys. They stay well groomed and don't look quite so scruffy. They seem to be doing very well. Like I say, we haven't done a whole lot with them video wise. It seems like that the weather has been not necessarily conducive to getting out with them. Seems like I've had a hacking cold ever since Christmas, and which is not conducive to good video work either. So you all pardon the sniffles and the hacking, but we'll see what we can come up with as we get started in a new year. Lucy is heading down to the water's edge. She's probably going to go get her a drink. Hi guys, y'all need some new ribbons. I've been threatening new ribbons for a while and still haven't gotten around to doing it. And I apologize. Hi baby. This is Forrest. He's getting to be a big old boy. He's a good old boy. He's getting pretty big. He's almost big as Lucy. And then, of course, there's my pretty little boy, Ranger. He's still just as pretty as ever. And his sister, Nina. And they're all doing very well. And lately, as you'll see in some of the video, I've been having to feed them out of the bucket because of Whitey and TC and the other yard deer getting so aggressive about coming up on the porch and eating with them, and I don't want to start that. So they've been having to eat out of the bucket. We're not real happy about that, but we're managing. Still no sign of Milburn anywhere. I know a lot of people have been asking about Milburn and missing Milburn, and we do too. We're still holding on to hope that he's out there somewhere and has found him a new way of life, but maybe we'll see him somewhere and at least be able to pet him and tell him hello and wish him well in his new way of life. But if not, we enjoyed him while we had him. And like I say, we're not going to quit looking for him. We haven't found a body, so as long as there's no body, there's hope. And of course, this is a big piece of property, and he could be just most anywhere, running with any little herd of deer. And he could even be on the other side of this lake right here, because there is at the end of this creek we're looking at here, you can cross over, and you see that mountain over there. He has access to all of that once it gets across. So he could be most anywhere. I doubt that he's over there, but that's possible. But more than likely, he is somewhere the other direction, just living the good life. Hopefully we'll find him or see him. We don't necessarily know if we want him back in the yard after he's learned to independent living. So, but we would just like to see and know that he's doing okay. But we hope to have some excitement this coming year. Our little herd is just a delightful little herd. In fact, he's down here chewing on my coat. Well, Lucy, where'd you come from? I thought you were down at the water. You slipped up here on me. Lucy, she's just her old dominating, endearing self. She just loves everybody, and everybody loves Lucy. So we appreciate everybody's good words and good thoughts and encouragement with our deer herd and our endeavors and other things. So we'll try to provide you all with some entertaining deer stories in the year to come. So everybody have a wonderful new year and stay safe, healthy, and we'll just move forward. This Beamer, she is just as fat and sassy as ever. She's had a good year. She got to go visiting over Christmas holidays up to Sherry's.